The word.
National Bike Day. I didn't know you could ride a bike over the GW.
Yes, you can.
I guess that's one.
I have a cousin who does it almost every day.
Oh, really?
Yes, he rides the bike across the bridge.
It's a very healthy means of travel.
Yes, it is. Just be careful because of all this fog.
That's true.
Again, yeah.
Even if you're on a bike.
Exactly. So not making your commute any easier today, but at least it's not raining, so that's the bright side.
Listen, we're going to take whatever silver lining we can get.
And even though there is a chance for rainfall later today, it's not going to be a washout, more the same tomorrow. Not enough rain to cancel your Saturday outdoor plans. But outdoor this morning, it is cloudy and foggy, a low ceiling too. Here's a look at visibility all across the tri-state, just foggy issues across New Jersey, Long Island, and all throughout the Hudson Valley and Connecticut, down to a half a mile in Toms River, 1 mile in Morristown, up to 5 in Farmingdale. So things are improving for western sections of Suffolk County. But at the major airports, JFK, 1/4 mile, 6 in LaGuardia, so it is dropping, and 1 mile in Newark. There's a dense fog advisory for most of New Jersey until 11 o'clock. That's when a lot of this will start to slowly clear, breaking apart. Temperatures mainly in the 60s, 62 in Central Park and up to 65 in Poughkeepsie. On top of the fog, skies are clear to partly cloudy, but I am watching this line of showers and storms now moving out of Lake Erie. That will continue to dive to the south, bringing us a chance for a few scattered showers and storms late this morning throughout the early afternoon hours with high temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Charlene?
All right, thanks so much to both.
This is a big headache for commuters. You have options. You can use New Jersey Transit buses. You can use the PATH train. You can use the ferries. Yes, there may be overcrowding going on the PATH trains, possibly, but it's always an option for you. Now, let's take a look at what's happening here as you go onto Route 508. Now, if you're planning on driving, you need to keep your speeds down, give yourself some extra time. 508 both ways between the New Jersey Turnpike, Eastern Spur, and Belleville Turnpike. It's an accident investigation where all lanes are closed down. And then we're going over here onto 27 in South Brunswick. Both ways between Raymond Road and Shaw Drive, accident. All lanes are shut down through that area. You can see how foggy the conditions are. George Washington Bridge, minor delays getting into the tolls, but we will keep a close eye on New Jersey's roads and going across the Hudson River. Street cleaning rules are in effect. Pedro, over to you.
Heather, thank you. It's not going.
That's right, and it's going to stick around through most of the morning, taking its time to clear, so you will likely need some extra time once again. At the bus stop, temperatures are in the 60s later today, highs in the 70s, so 72 in Central Park, but warmer for inland areas, the mid to upper 70s. For Nassau County, you'll lean towards the upper 60s, lower 70s, 71 in Roslyn, Syosset 72, and 68 degrees in Freeport. Moderate air quality, medium to high pollen levels, and UV index of 4. For the Shakira concert this evening, just a small chance for an isolated shower. It's not going to be a washout, and temperatures will be comfortable in the mid to upper 60s, but it will be a bit muggy. Tomorrow, a chance for a few storms, and 73 on Sunday. Pedro, Charlene?
Thank you both. Coming up on Eyewitness.
Try harder.
Someone ain't listening. That's an issue. I noticed it this morning when I was driving in.
It is, and it's clearing very slowly, so that's the concern too. So the dense fog advisory out until 11 o'clock, and that's when most of this will start to dissipate, but it is foggy all across the tri-state. You can see the low ceiling covering a lot of the buildings. Temperatures mainly in the 60s, so at least it feels pleasant. 62 in Central Park, and light winds near 2 miles per hour. Here's a look at visibility at the major airports. JFK dropping to 1/4 mile, so check for any potential delays. Dropping down to 6 at LaGuardia, 1 in Newark, and 1.2 miles in White Plains. It's foggy all throughout New Jersey, Long Island, Bridgeport, all the way through the Hudson Valley and portions of the Catskills. ISUP dropping below 2 miles and below 1 mile in Belmar and Toms River. That's lining up with the dense fog advisory in effect for New Jersey until 11 o'clock. Temperatures in the 60s. It's 62 on ISUP. You're down to 59 now in Bridgeport and 65 degrees in Poughkeepsie. At least skies are quiet outside of foggy conditions. Things are dry for now. I say for now because I am watching this line of showers and storms in between Buffalo and Cleveland. That will dive to the southeast, basically riding right north of this warm front. And that could bring us a chance for a few showers and storms late this morning through the early afternoon hours. So here's a closer look at the timing from from now until around 9 o'clock, mainly dry, but after 9 to 10, that's when that line of showers and storms gets closer. Our in-house model is weakening most of this by the time it gets to the tri-state, but it could hold on together, especially south of the city. Now, throughout this afternoon, the atmosphere could recharge thanks to temperatures in the 70s, getting closer to the 80s north and west. Even though our model isn't showing it, that could redevelop a couple of spot thunder showers, but still not expecting widespread rainfall. Throughout this evening, a stray storm possible, not enough rain to cancel any of your Friday evening plans, and more of the same on Saturday. When it comes to rain timing tomorrow, the bulk of the moisture comes in mid to late Saturday morning, lasting throughout the early afternoon hours, but still not enough rain to cancel your outdoor plans. Temperatures also warming up into the upper 70s and the lower 80s, and a humid feel as well. Late Saturday into Sunday, mainly dry, and Sunday the drier and nicer half of the weekend with a nice refreshing breeze. One or two of those storms later today could be strong, especially south of the city. That's where there's a slight risk, level 2 out of 5. Watch what happens tomorrow. That slight risk, including most of the tri-state. The main concern tomorrow will be damaging winds, small hail, downpours, and maybe even an isolated tornado, but that threat is very low. Today, 72 morning fog, then a mixture of sunshine and clouds, late morning and early afternoon thunder showers. Foggy and cloudy again tonight, tomorrow near 80 degrees, and a chance for midday thunder showers as well. Some of that could be strong. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, much nicer on Sunday, 73, and pleasant weather on Monday. Heather?
All right, so with New Jersey Transit on strike for rails, we do have some contingency plans for you. Metro North, Hudson Line, Harlem Line, they are cross-honoring west of the Hudson. And then you can also opt for a ferry. So you're going to have to check out that ferry schedule, see which one works for you. New York City Ferry, New York Waterway, Liberty Landing Ferry, Sea Streak Ferry. Those are some options. Now, we're also taking a look at the roads. We're going to keep our eye on the Hudson River crossings, especially if you cannot work from home. And this is how the George Washington Bridge is looking. You can see that fog that Brittany's been talking about, but the Lincoln, the George, the Holland, no major issues at this point. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. We'll be back after the break.
10 to 11 o'clock this morning for most of this fog to clear. So cloudy and foggy at the bus stop, mainly dry, temperatures in the 60s, maybe some patchy drizzle too. As we head into this afternoon, highs once again reaching the 70s. So it's not going to be a washout, but we'll see a chance for a few late morning, early afternoon thunder showers across the area. Look at high temperatures, the difference for portions of the Hudson Valley and the Catskills, much warmer in the mid to upper 70s. So Beekman 79, Dover 78, up to 74 in Stamford and Ramapo, a high of 77 degrees. Moderate air quality, medium to high pollen levels, and UV index of 4. Also today, the Subway Series. Temperatures not too bad for the game, mainly in the upper 60s, lower 70s, and a small chance for a passing shower. Pedro, Charlene?
It's going to be a little colder for Juan Soto in the Bronx. Just
a chance for a few showers right now. Getting off to a foggy start, so you might need some extra time once again. This looks like the scene of a scary movie looking outside the sky cam because of the low ceiling, cloud cover, temperatures in the 60s, 62 in Central Park, light winds near 2 miles per hour. I want to show you the visibility closer to the major airports. At JFK down to a quarter of a mile, 2.5 miles in LaGuardia, so it is dropping. So fog is turning more dense at LaGuardia, and 1 mile in Newark, White Plains, near a quarter of a mile as well. Outside of the city, 2.5 in Islip, near a quarter of a mile in Belmar and Toms River, dropping 2 all throughout the Hudson Valley and New Jersey. So there's a dense fog advisory in effect until 11 o'clock. So it could take until 10 to 11 for most of this fog to finally clear. Temperatures in the 60s, 62 in Islip and 65 degrees in Poughkeepsie. So it's mild, also a bit humid too as soon as you step outside. So it's foggy, mostly cloudy, but things are dry for now. I say for now because I am watching this line of storms that continues to fall apart, but enough could hold together to bring us a chance for a thunder shower by midday. Notice as that continues to slide to the southeast, basically following that warm front. This is how the timing pans out over the next hour or so. Dry, but after 9 to 10 o'clock this morning, that weakening line of storms gets closer. Some of that could hold on enough to bring us a chance for a thunder shower late this morning through the early afternoon hours. Later this afternoon, even though Futurecast is keeping us mainly dry, the atmosphere could recharge and help to form a few thunder showers. So I'm not expecting widespread rainfall, but we'll still hold on to a chance for a spot thunder shower throughout the rest of this afternoon and this evening with high temperatures in the 70s. So this evening, mostly cloudy, a passing shower hour tomorrow morning. That's when we'll see most of the rainfall, especially mid to late Saturday morning, lasting through early Saturday afternoon. For the rest of Saturday, temperatures making a run for the 80s, and we'll see partly sunny skies. Sunday, the drier and nicer half of the weekend with a refreshing breeze and temperatures in the 70s. One or two of those storms late this morning throughout the early afternoon hours could be severe. There's a level 2 out of 5 risk, especially south of the city, primarily for Ocean County. And watch what happens tomorrow. That slight risk level 2 out of 5 includes most of the area, damaging winds, small hail, the main threats tomorrow, as well as downpours. Also a lower chance for a brief spin-up tornado. But today, morning fog, then late morning and midday thunder showers. A few afternoon breaks of sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, the lower 70s in the city, but warmer inland. Tonight, cloudy and foggy again, temperatures in the 60s, and tomorrow, highs close to 80 degrees, more clouds and sunshine, and a chance for a storm that could be locally strong and gusty. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, things improve on Sunday, 73, a nice breeze, 72 on Monday, in the mid-60s Tuesday. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's talk a little bit about what's going on here as you head on to Route 508, both ways between the New Jersey Turnpike Eastern Spur and Belleville Turnpike. It's an accident investigation, so we do have all lanes closed down through that spot. In addition to that, 280 eastbound, the ramp to exit 17A is closed down. This is a fatal accident. You want to avoid that area. And then New Jersey Transit rail alternatives, just to go through some of them: Hudson Line, Harlem Line, New Jersey Transit buses. Other rail options: Hudson Bergen Light Rail, Newark Light Rail, River Line, New York Waterway ferries. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. We'll be back after the break.
300